Good morning, students. Now we are going to see simple cubic structure in condensed matter physics subject. So you all know the seven crystal system. In that seven crystal system, first one is cubic. In that cubic structure, there are three various lattices are available. So in cubic system, cubic system, three various lattices are available. First one, simple cubic. Second one, body centered cubic. Third one, face centered cubic. So shortly we are called as, this is SC, this is BCC, this is FCC. So three various lattices are available in the cubic system. Now we are going to see simple cubic structure. In that simple cubic structure, we are going to see four parameters. So first, what is simple cubic? So simple cubic is a cubic structure. So cubic structure. So this is the cubic structure. In that cubic, there are 8 corners are available. At each corner, only one atom present. So at each corner, so this is one corner. These are the 4 corners. So these are the another 4 corners. So totally 8 corner atoms are available in simple cubic structure. Now we are going to see the parameters behind the simple cubic structure. என்னென்ன parametersலாம் வந்து simple cubic structureல பார்க்க போறோம் அப்படிங்கறத நம்ம என்ன செய்வோம் அப்படினா பார்க்க போறோம். சரிங்களா? So first one, in simple cubic structure, first we are going to see number of atoms per unit cell. So what is mean by number of atoms per unit cell? The total number of atoms present or shared by one unit cell is called as a number of atoms per unit cell. So we all know that in simple cubic structure, in corner there are 8 corners. At each corner one atom is present. Therefore, the number of atoms per unit cell is equal to, at each corner atom shared by 8 unit cell. Each corner atom shared by 8 unit cell. Therefore, 1 by 8 sharing. So 1 by 8 into total number of atoms. So total number of atoms. So 1 by 8 into 8, which is equal to 1. Therefore, the number of atoms per unit cell in simple cubic structure is 1. Here the simple cubic structure is primitive unit cell. Why this is primitive unit cell? Suppose the number of atoms per unit cell is 1, means that unit cell is called as a primitive unit cell. If it is more than 1, means that is called as non-primitive unit cell. Okay, so this is the first parameter, number of atoms per unit cell. Then next parameter, atomic radius. So what is mean by atomic radius? So in simple cubic structure, atomic radius, what is the definition for atomic radius? Atomic radius is defined as half of the distance between any two nearest neighbor atoms. So suppose this is the one atom, this another atom, nearest neighbor atom. So any two nearest neighbor atom, half of the distance between any two nearest neighbor atom which have direct contact with each other. So in simple cubic structure, the corner atom touches each other. So half of the distance. So this is the half of the distance. So this is also the half of the distance. So this is R, radius. So atom between the ரெண்டு ஆட்டத்துக்குள்ள distance என்ன அப்படினா lattice constant a. So here 2r is equal to a, r is equal to a by 2. So this is the atomic radius for simple cubic structure. Now we are going to see coordination number. What is mean by coordination number? So coordination number coordination number coordination number coordination number is defined as number of nearest neighbor atoms to a particular atom. Suppose if I consider X is a particular atom, some X, there are the number of nearest neighbor atoms are available. How many number of nearest neighbor atoms are available is called as the coordination number. In simple cubic structure, suppose if we draw the three-dimensional simple cubic structure, so if I draw three-dimensional simple cubic structure like this, so this is the three-dimensional structure. Suppose if I draw three-dimensional structure, three-dimensional simple cubic structure. If I draw the three-dimensional simple cubic structure, this is the three-dimensional structure for simple cubic. So the atoms present here, there are the atoms. So these are the atoms present here. Suppose coordination number is number of nearest neighbor atom to a particular atom. Suppose if I consider X is a particular atom, so this is the X is the particular atom. So there are two nearest neighbors. So this is the first nearest neighbor, this is the second nearest neighbor. Okay, in its own plane, again two nearest neighbor atoms, 3 and 4. The plane above this one atom, plane above this one atom. So there are 6 nearest neighbor atoms present here. Therefore, the coordination number is 6 for simple cubic structure. So this is the coordination number. Next, we are going to see atomic packing factor. Atomic packing factor is defined as how the atoms are packed in the structure. So the formula for atomic packing structure. So atomic packing structure APF atomic packing structure is equal to number of atoms per unit cell into volume of one atom divided by total volume of the unit cell. Total volume of the unit cell. So number of atoms per unit cell we already derived, which is 1. So 1 into volume of 1 atoms. So all the atoms are considered to be a spherical shape. The volume for spherical shape is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 4 by 3 pi into r cube divided by total volume of the unit cell. So the unit cell is in the form of cubic. So the volume of the cube is a cube. So a cube is the volume of the unit cell. So we all know that. So r is equal to a by 2. R is equal to a by 2. Therefore 4 into pi into a into a into a cube. A by 2. A by 2. So 2 into 2 into 2, 3 a cube. So a cube getting cancelled. So 2 getting cancelled. So we get pi by 6. So this is the packing factor for atomic packing factor for simple cubic structure. Okay. So in simple cubic structure we see the 4 parameters: number of atoms per unit cell, atomic radius, coordination number, and atomic packing factor. Number of atoms per unit cell, the total number of atoms present or shared by a unit cell is called as number of atoms per unit cell, which is 1 for cubic structure, simple cubic structure. So the atomic radius, half of the distance between any two nearest neighbor atoms which have direct contact with each other. So here r is equal to a by 2. Coordination number. number of nearest neighbor atom to a particular atom. Here the simple cubic structure, the coordination number is 6. Okay, then APF for simple cubic structure is 5 by 6. So this much amount of atoms are occupied in that structure. Suppose if we solve, we get nearly 0.52. We get nearly 0.52. That means 52% of atoms occupied in that structure. Remaining space is void. Okay, thank you.